Totally unrelated to the rest of this video, I still can't believe Chris Pratt is playing Mario. It's really weird. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into this video. Today I wanted to discuss the game I just finished up on my channel, Super Mario Galaxy. Mario Galaxy is a game of amazing depth and an unexpected delight. There is so much variety, not only in the gameplay, but also just in the atmosphere, in like the very feel of the game itself. Some aspects are calm and peaceful and reflective, some are action-packed and happy-go-lucky, and some are heartbreaking and melancholic. And yet, in all of this, there's this unifying element. You are in the great beyond, the final frontier, where no mustachioed plumber has ever gone before. This new world of outer space is infinite and vast and holds endless possibilities. Mario is one man among the countless stars and galaxies and worlds. There are so many interesting people out there to meet. Mario escapes the regularity of the Mushroom Kingdom and heads into the vast unknown. Sure, there are common tropes. Mario still jumps on Goombas, Bowser's still kidnapping Princess Peach, but I mean, that's basic Mario. Everything else, it's fresh, it's new. Every level has something unique to it. And, I mean, just think about this for a second. What about the worlds and galaxies that Mario doesn't go to in this game? Space is so vast a setting, there could be endless possibilities for where he could have gone. It's unending. At the beginning of the game, though, you're forced to stop. There's a pause in the momentum of the game. After a dramatic kidnapping of Princess Peach, Bowser has just sent Mario off into the furthest reaches of space. And everything here is strange. Mario doesn't find himself in the familiar Mushroom Kingdom anymore. This opening forces Mario, and the player, by extension, to contemplate where they are. Its build-up is slow, allowing you to explore this little planet you find yourself on. It allows you to get your bearings on where you are and the vastness of space that's left as of yet unexplored. The player gains perspective here. The world you knew? It's gone. You're somewhere else now. I've heard some call this sad. Certainly the idea that all you know being gone could be considered sad if one looks at it in a certain way. But I want to look at this in another light. What if sadness or melancholy aren't quite the right words to describe this sense that we get when we see Mario on the planet at the beginning of the game? What if a better word that encapsulates all of Mario Galaxy is actually joy? Some might think I'm strange for saying this. I mean, after all, Mario Galaxy is, thematically of all Mario games, the most lonely. Mario is lost in space, seeking his dear one. And in Rosalina's story, she's lost among the stars, searching for something she knows is gone. In both stories, there is something missing. There is something someone has lost. Evil has taken away that which is dearest. In Mario's case, evil comes in the form of a power-hungry Bowser who has designs on galactic conquest, desiring to make the universe bow to his feet. In Rosalina's case, it's the stinging taste of death and sorrow in the passing of her mother. While one story is perhaps a bit more comical in that Mario deals with Bowser like every other day, you still get a sense of the darkness of what has transpired. And in the midst of that sadness, and in the midst of that pain of loss, our characters are thrust outside of their own little worlds. They are thrust into the fantastic, a realm of endless space and exploration. And they have a goal, a mission. They're looking for something. For Mario, the goal is to save the princess from a galactic tyrant who wants to subdue all worlds under him. For Rosalina, it's a search for family and an end to her loneliness. And so these first moments when Mario finds himself in the furthest reaches of the galaxy, a contemplative moment is welcome. Take it all in. There's evil to defeat and people to save, but just for a moment, take it in. See where you are in the grand scheme of things. There is more to your world than what you know. The universe is filled with the fantastic and the incredible. It is beyond your imagination, and beyond what you think you know. As a player, one thing that strikes me about Mario Galaxy is the sense of wonder about this new environment you find yourself in. Some galaxies are dark with stars twinkling in the background. Others are cloudy and blue-skied. And others are just, well, strange. And it all starts here. One small step for Mario is a big step for us in terms of our experience with the character. We have never had to deal with gravity in such a way before in a video game. It's all new, and it's exciting. It's thrilling. This new world we are in is beyond expectation because you never know what to expect from the next level. Throughout the game, you adventure through the galaxy, defeating evil with great acts of acrobatics and gravity-defying stunts. And yet, even in all of that, there's time for rest and calmness and to hear someone read a simple fairy tale. Wouldn't this world be just amazing to live in? Wouldn't it be amazing to just explore the cosmos at your leisure and enjoy the peace and quiet of the Comet Observatory? Mario is constantly bombarded by the forces of Bowser, and yet here in this game there's calm. Go to the observatory and take a breath. Isn't that what we all want? We all long for the calm, for the stop, so we can catch our breath. Something beyond what we know, an escape from the familiar and the routine. We want to see the evils that we face and the pain of losing loved ones and all the tragedy that transpires in our world brought to an end. We desire and long for a world of peace and quiet, but also of adventure. There is an element of the human spirit that I believe desires the fantastic. And I think Mario Galaxy gives us a chance to escape into such a world of adventure, of the fantastic, where taking on the evils of the universe is as simple as stomping a few Goombas. Here the good guys are victorious. Here we escape from a world of exhausting busyness and sadness and loneliness that pervades our lives, is comforted with the story of a found family. One of my favorite authors, C.S. Lewis, describes a sensation he once had, which he calls joy. Joy, as he describes it, it's not happiness or pleasure, though those feelings might accompany it. Rather, joy is a sensation born of a desire for something beyond us, beyond our understanding. The only characteristic it has in common with happiness or pleasure is that when we get it, we want it again. And according to him, we only get a taste of it at times. Lewis experienced this feeling at different times in his life, especially reading various fairy tales and fantastic stories. He writes that joy is only a signpost, though. It's not a particularly fulfilling emotion, rather it points beyond itself. And in this sense, it's somewhat unhappy. And I think that may describe the sensation and desire one might get when experiencing a good fairy tale. It's the desire we crave to go beyond this world where things are made right and there's calm and peace. But it's not something that we can make happen ourselves. We only get glimmers of it through the stories we tell ourselves. And then it's gone. And no matter what we do, we won't find it. It has to come to us. Just remember that moment when Mario first wakes up and finds out that he's far beyond the Mushroom Kingdom. The camera pans out and we see the vast extent of space before us. This scene strikes me as being very similar to particular scenes in films and books that I've read and seen before. It's just like how Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz steps outside her door to find out she's in this colorful world filled with strange little people and witches and wizards and tin men. It's like Lucy in the Chronicles of Narnia, when she steps through the wardrobe and discovers a snowy magic forest on the inside. When reflecting on these moments, I find that I too wish I could find a magical world out there. Somewhere that's beyond my own experience. Somewhere where the fantastic is reality. And yet, here I am, stuck in the doldrums of this regular, exhausting world. But what if that other world, the world of Narnia and Oz and perhaps even of Super Mario Galaxy, is more real than we think? What if there is a world out there where we can escape from the busyness that we find ourselves caught up in here? What if there was a world where evil and suffering, pain and loss and loneliness were finally dealt with? What if we could wake up and find ourselves in a world restored and remade from the chaos that surrounds us, just like how it was in Super Mario Galaxy? That's what I see in this game. Its story and themes reach beyond itself to the world of the other. We play it to escape this world, and yet we always eventually have to go back. In this way, the game makes us sad, because just like Mario and Rosalina, we too suffer loss and evil and loneliness. And yet, out there, just beyond our reach, is a world that we see in our movies, in our video games, and in our stories that we tell ourselves. And in that world, we regain what was stolen from us by the evils of this world. It all happens out there in the unfamiliar and the fantastic. It's a place of hope. Don't we find ourselves wishing that we could just go to another place? To a world where things are incredible and amazing? And the very desire that we have for such a world, the pang in the heart, the thrill of when we see it in the stories we tell ourselves, it's one that we can't get enough of. It's a joyous desire indeed. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment, tell me what you liked about it, what you think of it, all that kind of stuff. My next game series that I want to go through is Skyward Sword, so I hope you're looking forward to that. I'm really excited for it. I know this video took a while to come out, but here it is. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay classy, and peace out.